Living in this world is exhausting.
Sometimes we just need to take a moment and acknowledge the negative shit that is happening. Let's not pretend that it's not there. Let's not pretend that it's not happening, because pretending doesn't change anything. Pretending doesn't stop anything. All it does is you remaining ignorant to the situation that's going on, even though one day it may affect you. And so there are a lot of positives in this world. There are a lot of positives in this lifetime, in your lifetime, that's happening and will happen to you and for you. We should focus on the positive. We should be positive while also acknowledging the negatives. Also acknowledging that bad shit does happen. Bad things are happening every day. And also, in some cases, if we can take the initiative to change those negative, bad things and stop them from happening, or save someone from something negative or bad happening to them, we should do that also. Do what's in our purview. Do what's in our capabilities. Because one person can't change the world, neither can 20. But a couple million, maybe even a couple billion, oh, definitely some change can be made. But until we come together as a whole, as a species here on this planet, nothing will never change. But just because there's not enough of us yet to create a big change does not mean that we should stop talking about the things that need to change. It does not mean that we should stop acknowledging the bad things and the negative things that's going on in our world, because we are here. We are all living on this same planet, and we are going to have to face the consequences of our actions as a whole if greater things are not done for us, okay? Lemon. It's missing lemon. I'll be back. Give me 2 seconds.
All right.
We're back in business. Tastes very delicious. I think living in this country, though, that I'm currently residing in is even more exhausting than some other countries. And yes, there are many more other countries in this world that are worse or just as bad as this one, but we're not talking about those right now. We're talking about this country that I currently reside in, this one right now. I think as a people, not a race, not a specific culture, but as a people, as a species that reside on this planet, the human race, if we want to go by and use that terminology, although I often prefer not to. But if we're going to use that term, the human race, we need to sit down and do some self-reflecting, some societal reflection, because there's a lot of shit that is going on and has been going on for a very long time that just frustrates me, because it shouldn't even be a thing. It shouldn't be happening. There's a lot of shit that we accept, that we just take at face value, and we tell ourselves that that's just the way things are, even though they don't have to be. It really frustrates me, because as a collective, we can't see that we deserve better, that we should have better. We accept the shit that's given to us, literal shit. We accept it and we take it and we run with it, and we feel like there's nothing that we can do about it. And it's really, really frustrating me right now. Sometimes I just sit back and I look at us and I observe us as a collective, and it just saddens me and it makes me want to cry. And it just makes me question everything sometimes. Like, what is the point in doing anything? What is the point of achieving anything? What is the point in doing what I'm doing today? Why try to be positive? Why try to aim for better? Why try to push people to be greater? Because it just feels like we're not really getting anywhere. We're doing a whole lot of talking and not a lot of doing. And sometimes even in that talking, we still don't grasp what is being said to us or shown to us. We still don't see it. It made me so sad one day that I actually cried, because I didn't see the hope in humanity. I did not see the point in anything that we do. I didn't see the point in doing anything good, because there's so much negativity, because there's so much sadness being spread, so much hate, so much anger, so much low vibrational frequency things happening, that it just felt like, what is the point? We've been through so much as a species that it's like, when are we going to fucking get it? When is it going to click? When is the light bulb going to go off inside 8 billion of us? Maybe even 6. Can I get 1 billion? When is the light going to fucking switch on and be like, damn, this shit is ghetto? What's the point in all of this negative shit going on? Why are we even still fighting over this petty stuff? We have much, much more bigger and important things to worry about. When is the switch gonna go off? And I know most people who live their lives subconsciously, they may pass this video and see this video, are trolls, are going to say, you're too optimistic, you're too positive, you're thinking too much, that's never going to happen, things are the way they are, things are the way they should be. And that's the point that I'm trying to make in today's video as well. I don't believe that everyone will evolve. I don't believe that everyone will become high vibration. I don't believe that everyone will evolve to a high vibration or understand some of the things being talked about in this video. But for the ones that are meant to, and sometimes need a little push into that perspective, into that way of life, that is what I'm here for, to push those of you who have similar thoughts to actually take action. Because some people are meant to be negative. Some people are meant to remain at a low vibrational frequency, and that's on them. Some people do not understand or even comprehend different vibrations, different frequencies, different realities, or even understand that the true power resides in them. And for those people, I wish them the best. But you can't sit here and try to explain or make people see what they don't see. But sometimes you can point people in the right direction and just be like, hey, look at that, and help them see the truth in it, because they couldn't see it first because they didn't have any guidance or direction. And that's kind of what I'm about, pointing you in the right direction, getting you to your starting point to do your own research, to become the best version of yourself, to spread love, positivity, and high vibration, if that's what you're meant to do. I'm not here to argue with other people who can't see the problems, who can't see hope, who remain at a low vibrational frequency. That's not my job. That's not what I'm here to do. That is a pointless argument to me. It's not my job. It's not my responsibility. And quite frankly, it seems like an almost impossible task to sit here and to try to force people to see problems that they don't see and will never see because they can't comprehend it. To get people to raise their vibration if they're constantly choosing a lower one. To get people to operate from a love frequency if they're always choosing hate and division. It just frustrates me to think about the amount of suffering that we've endured in the past, that we're enduring now, and that we're to endure in the future if we don't make any major change or progress. I just can't fathom most days what can possibly happen in this lifetime or the next that will take us into a higher frequency. What do we need to happen to us in order for us to see that we deserve better and that we should be trying to attain better? What is that going to be? I can't possibly imagine what it's going to be. I don't even want it to get to a point so bad where it takes like something drastically horrible to happen for us to realize that. I would prefer for us to realize it now, because there's already been too many horrible things that has already happened, and we need to realize it now, not later. I don't want it to be too late for us to evolve, because we're sitting here still fighting and arguing over division, over petty things, over perspectives. It's not that deep. Life wasn't meant to be so serious. Life wasn't meant to be this bad. Stressing about the basic fucking human needs and rights that we should have, it shouldn't even be an argument. We should just be living. But instead, what we're doing, dreading getting up every day sometimes, most of us, because of what we know is planned for the day. Stressing about what is to come because we feel like we have no control over the decisions being made for us. It's so much hate being purposely produced right now, and a lot of us who are living our lives subconsciously absorbing that hate and not even realizing it. fear. We're living in a fear-mongering world right now. We fight over shit that just should be your own personal preference on life. And we fight over shit that if it's not going to harm other people, a majority of people, and it's just a belief, that belief should just be kept to that person or that culture. I mean, it's not that deep to fight over. We have been programmed to live in a society where we're supposed to expect bad things to happen, especially in places that they shouldn't even be happening in. We're supposed to just be like, okay, it is what it is. Things are just that way. That's the way they're supposed to be. We've been programmed to think that. And so we accept that. We give our power away for it. We accept it and we run with it. Even though it's not the case, even though things don't have to be a certain way if we don't want it to be. But because we don't truly understand it. We don't truly try to make a difference. We just talk out our ass. Our lives, personal and worldly, are the physical representation of that. We are living in a world where we didn't even intentionally create the things that are happening to us, the things that we are experiencing. We are living in a world where we're experiencing the intentional creations of others that are affecting us in a negative manner. But we feel like, this is just how things were supposed to be. There is a fine line between intentional creation and just living your life thinking that things happen to you. We live like victims every day, even though we don't have to be victims. We have a victim mentality. We feel like things happen to us, which is not the case. We have no sense of responsibility. We have no sense of, okay, I didn't intentionally create this situation. I'm not intentionally creating my life. I'm just sitting here letting other people intentionally create the lives that they want to create, and it's affecting me in a way that I don't want to be affected. And I don't think I have power, so I'm just going to take whatever they want and let it happen to me, and it just happens to me. The world's against me. No one's for me. That's the mentality that I see, that we're doing, that we're acting like. And I'm just here to tell you today, my friend, that you're not the victim anymore. You will not be the victim anymore so long as you realize that you are not the victim anymore. You have to change your mentality from a victim to a victor. You have to be the one to realize that you don't want to be the victim anymore, that you don't want to have other people's intentional, conscious creations of their reality affecting yours. So you go out, you get up, and you create consciously. You create intentionally the life that you want to live, and you do it every day. And your life will unfold those results. As a collective, although there's a lot of us, not many of us are intentional creators. Not many of us are consciously awakened to consciously and intentionally create the lives that we want to live. We are living out the intentional and conscious creations of others. And although we don't agree with it, we feel like we don't have any power. So we just take it and we run with it. And we say we are going to make the best of it, even though it makes us truly unhappy. We deserve better. As a collective, you deserve better as a consciousness having a human experience. Better doesn't always mean easy, but it is certainly worth it to aim to achieve. It's time to grow. It's time to evolve. It's time to change. And it's time to believe that you can actually achieve the things that you want to achieve. And I know a lot of people are saying the same things, that you may be seeing the same positive videos and words being said to you, but maybe you should now take it as a fucking sign and run with it and actually go out and create the life that you want to live. Puzzle pieces are being moved every day against us as a collective. So you need to get your shit together. Stop being a victim. Stop having a victim and a low vibrational mentality. Stop making excuses and actually do something about it. Find someone that can help you do something about it if you don't know where to start. But there is always a solution to a problem that you're experiencing in life. The only question is, how will you solve it? You are the co-creator of your own life, whether you believe that or not. And every decision of every day that you choose to make will be the life that you live. Everything starts with the mind. Isn't it an easy task to overcome? No, I have things that are holding me back mentally every day. But I'm done making excuses, and so should you. It's time to put that inner power to use for the greater good of all and to the harm of none. And I know that some of you, most of you watching this video today probably are going to have to come back to this video, whether it's a month, 6 months, or a year later, because maybe you have to do some growing and exploring of your consciousness, of your mind, of the world on your own. You may have to do that and then come back to my video to clearly understand what I'm saying. But for those of you who do understand, keep spreading that love, keep spreading that positivity. Do not give up on the collective. Don't give up on us just yet. They may not see it, but we do. And just keep having that hope, because one day enough of us may be able to have a common mindset and goal for the collective that may push us into a better and higher vibrational frequency. I'm wishing you guys love, light, and healing. See you guys next week.